Good evening. My name is Mike Janicki. I'm the Director of Admissions and Guidance here at South Shore Vocational Technical High School. And we are here for Open House 2013. We're going to be taking a tour of the building. We're going to go to visit all the different shops and see and hear from some of our student leaders. And with me is one of our student leaders.
Hi, I'm Kim Cordeiro. I'm a senior in the electronics program at this school.
And first stop we're going to do is into the cafeteria where our departments are all set up and ready to provide as much information as they can. We're here in the cafeteria. We have our academic departments, athletic department, guidance department are all here answering questions and being available to provide any information that maybe they may have. You want to talk about Skills USA?
Sure. There's also a Skills USA club here. There's a few people. They have a raffle set up. They're also giving information about Skills. Skills is the competition we do every year, and the leadership conference we go to as well. That's what the red jackets are from, Skills USA.
We have a number of student leadership. In a little bit, we'll see the student council is in the hallway. We'll meet some other members of our staff, and in fact, let's do some of that now. I'm here with Jay Savage, and a member of our English department. Jay, why don't you tell us a little bit about academics here at South Shore?
Well, it's a fantastic place because on top of the technical education the kids get, our academic programs are all sort of full complement. I mean, we've got college prep, we've got honors, we also have a full range of supports for students who might need that. We have a number of, every teacher I've met here is completely talented and completely delightful.
It's teachers willing to stay after and help and work with students?
Oh yeah, tons of that. Teachers willing to stay after, teachers involved with the extracurriculars. I myself, as you know, run the drama club. We also have teachers who coach. The academic teachers are very involved with the students' lives as much as the vocationals. And
support the technical education as well.
Oh, absolutely. There's definitely a lot of cross-curricular stuff going on between the career readiness track and the technical education stuff with mixing in with English and science and things like that.
Can you tell us a little bit about technology in your classrooms, smart boards? What do you work with?
Each of the classrooms has a smart board, which is fantastic. It's sort of a dream come true for a guy like me. We have a lot of technology. The kids have access to computers, both in the classrooms as well as in the library. We try to keep, do our professional development around keeping on cutting edge and making sure the education stays fresh and, as contemporary as we can make it.
Great, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Mike.
Hi, I actually managed to track down the president of the Skills USA chapter at our school, Amanda Brown. She's also rocking the red jacket tonight. She also recently returned from the Fall State Leadership Conference. How was that, Amanda?
It was actually a blast. You get to meet students from all the other vocational schools, and you get to earn leadership skills with them.
Sounds awesome.
We are here in the Carpentry department where I am with
Josh Holmes.
Josh Holmes. Josh, what are you building here today?
We're building Adirondack chairs, and at the end of the night, we're going to be raffling them off.
You're going to raffle off these Adirondack chairs. That's fantastic. What else do you guys work on here?
We work on, right now, Katie Lee's building a Christmas trees right now. And we're also cutting some more stock for the Adirondack chair.
Fantastic, fantastic. Do you just work here in the shop, or do you work out in the community as well?
We also work out in the community for the towns that send the kids here.
What kind of projects are you working on today?
Today we're working on the garage over here in Hanover.
Hanover. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Enjoy having you. I'm here with Derek Mariani, one of the teachers, one of the carpentry teachers here, and tell us what's going on here.
Well, right now we have a bunch of students here building the different aspects of an Adirondack chair, between starting to rough cut them. Going to be sending them through the planer soon. As soon as they get those cut there, they're going to move on to the bandsaws where they cut the odd shapes on them, bring them over to where they would then router them up and assemble them into a final chair.
What are some of the other projects that you work on?
Depends on the grade. In the exploratory, we have a couple of small projects that they do. They do a shaker shelf. They do a little laundry list. And what it does is it incorporates a few of the basic machines that we have, some of the safer machines, to give them an introduction into the shop. Fantastic. And, to see if it's something they may want to do.
Excellent. Excellent. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Precision Machine Technology Shop, PMT, and here we have the teacher, Mr. Hickey. What's going on here?
Hi, this is the machine shop at South Shore Votech. We learn the fundamentals of machining here in the program. We have lathes, mills, grinders, CNC machines, the foundations of all industry. In the machine shop, in machine shops in particular, we make everything that is manufactured. So there's no cutting tools or machines or even direct manufacturing of both commercial items, such things as your cell phones and automobiles that you drive and all those different kind of components.
And we also have a student here with us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Nick Laporto. I'm a student here at SSVT. Today we're making this Turner cube, it's called, and we took this and we turned it into this, and using a drawing that we made up. Basically, we programmed this machine here to, with all the numerical information, like all the dimensions, and run the machine. Starting off with this, and we come out with this Turner cube in the end.
That's awesome. You programmed this machine to do all that?
Yeah.
Now we're actually in the metal fab welding shop with the teacher and also Skills USA instructor, Mr. Mello. Could you tell us a bit about what you do in this shop?
Absolutely, Kim. In metal fab welding, what we do is we join metals together, okay, through various welding processes. We have TIG welding, we have stick welding, and we also have MIG welding. Now, when you come through as a freshman, some of the freshman projects are going to include doing a log project like this. They will utilize the MIG welding process where they continue to do overlays. When they're done with that, they will then forge an axe head on the anvil using a hammer and an anvil. When they're done with that, they'll then go on to the name project. The name project is letters that are all bent up using the Hosfeld bender. They then MIG weld them to a piece of flat bar, 1.5 by 8 thick, and they get to take this home as well with them. One of the final projects that they do here is an oxy-fuel welding. They spend a few days doing different types of joints, corner joints, butt joints, lap joints, T-joints, edge joints. If that's not enough joints, we can keep going. So what they do is they basically practice for a few days. They then do a layout using a piece of soapstone and a straight edge, and then they use a center punch and a hammer, and they make indentations in the metal where they then hand punch the holes in them. Once they're done, they use a piece of angle iron and some clamps, and they clamp it together, making an outside corner joint. With that outside corner joint, they then weld it up complete, and then they sand it and make it look all pretty, and then if we have time, we'll paint it. But we have also all kinds of other different projects here at the school, and maybe we can take a look at those shortly, Kim.
Yeah, actually, it's amazing that these are all just freshman projects. We're going to step away for a moment from these and take a look at a bigger product that was also produced by this shop. So, Mr. Mello, I think we're all wondering what is up with the giant cookie behind me. Could you tell us about that?
Yes, I can. That giant cookie is for Whitman's Toll House Cookie 75th anniversary for Winterfest. I believe it's Winterfest. They're going to drop it on New Year's Eve. And actually, I believe we have another person over here who could probably give you a little bit more info on that if you would like to speak with him.
Sure. Also here with us is Dan Salvucci, Whitman Selectman, and also South Shore VOTEC School Committee member.
Good evening. I'd like to talk a little bit about the cookie and how it started. It started by an idea from the chairman of our Board of Selectmen, Carl Kowalski, who brought it to the Winterfest Committee with Richie Rosen, who runs the Winterfest Committee. At that point, we're thinking of something that we can do. All right, so Dave Menard, who runs Menard Jewelers, is taking a class here at South Shore VOTEC, in Metal Lab, I believe, and they thought of the idea of a cookie. And then Dave Menard brought it to the teacher, and it mushroomed from there. And what's happening is that the Winterfest Committee has formed a first night committee. And as you're correct, on December 31st, we will be closing the center of town. We will be raising this cookie 75 feet in the air, and we'll be lowering it a foot a second and counting down to New Year's, just like they do in Boston or in Times Square.
Wow, that is amazing. Thank you, Mr. Salvucci, Mr. Mello.
Thank you very much.
Next, we'll actually head down to the Automotive shop.
Big welding. This piece of pipe cut at an angle. We do some welding on it, tap on it, we forge this little accent, it becomes a big one. Get some bend the metal form.
Did you generally do an outro on that? Okay. So it's okay for us. Now, did you introduce him? We're here in
Yeah.
editing. Yeah, I know it's called that.
See what I did?
We're here in Automotive, a live shop where students, faculty, members of the community can have work done on their vehicles. Let's find out what's going on with this one. Mr. Kessel.
Well, we're doing a ground-up restoration on this Jeep. We picked it up as a basket case in a bunch of boxes, and the kids took the frame apart and cleaned it up, painted it, rebuilt the engine, and basically we're putting it all back together.
Can you tell us where students often go to work after completing the program here?
They can go anywhere from dealerships. We've got a couple kids right now out on co-op at dealerships. We've got a couple graduated seniors that are working at a couple of the local dealerships, local garages. Some go off to post-secondary education in the automotive field.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you. We're going to go to Allied Health next. Thanks.
We are here in the Allied Health shop where students actually get to learn common medical procedures and practice them out in the field. I'm here with a student named Jessica Laxo. Jess, could you tell us a bit about your shop?
So through this shop, for our first 3 years, freshman, sophomore, and junior year, we learned how to be certified nursing assistants, or CNAs.
CNA, that's awesome. How do you get qualified for that?
So for that, we go out on 72 hours of clinical time, and we do between clinical and shop setting, it's 72 hours. So what we do is we learn all our skills, pretty much brushing teeth, brushing hair, getting people out of bed. We learn them in this shop setting. And then we go out to our clinical site and we actually practice those on real patients.
That's really awesome. What kind of places do you guys get to go?
So in our freshman and sophomore year, we go to South Shore Rehab down in Rockland, and we practice on those patients. Junior year, we also go to South Shore Rehab. And senior year, we go to Carewell, which is an adult day living center for Alzheimer's patients. We go to Brockton Hospital, and we circulate through all the units. And we go to KinderCare.
That's quite a lot. If I understand correctly, too, one of the students in this shop actually won silver in nationals last year. Who was that?
That is James Aguiar, which is a big thing in this because we want to let you guys know that this is not just a female shop. We actually have a few males that actually go through this shop.
I've definitely met them. And next, we're actually going to head to the Cosmetology department. Now we are in the Cosmetology department, joined by a student named Nick Bunker. Nick, what is a typical day in shop for you like?
Pretty hectic, you know. We do a lot of hair on clients and everything like that, from skin to nails, and it gets pretty hectic, like I said.
I can imagine that would get very hectic. So you do take clients from outside of the school?
Yeah, we take a lot of clients from outside of school. We get a lot of training from that. We do pretty well on them also.
That's really awesome, and I think that about wraps it up. Next, we will be heading to Culinary. We're here in the Brass Lantern restaurant in the Culinary department at our school. I'm here with Mary Budden, a student in the Culinary Arts program. Mary, what are some of your thoughts about the program?
Well, I love the program. First off, we get to do everything in the culinary arts field. We get to do dining room, we get to do the line, and we get to do bakery. And we have a live shop, so we have like people in the public like come into our shop, and it's called the Brass Lantern, and it's cute because we have a little lantern actually hanging out there that's brass. I actually found that out this year. But it's just really fun. Like, you get to interact with different kinds of people. We get to sell our pastries at the bakery sales counter, and it's fun because you get to draw on the board. And then it's just nice to like serve these people because you kind of get to know them a little bit, and it's just like they keep coming back. So it's really nice to just have regulars come in because it's like, oh, hey, so-and-so, and they just know each other pretty much.
That sounds like you're getting some awesome real-world experience. I'm also here with Mr. Budden, Mary's dad. Could I get some of your thoughts about the program?
The program's wonderful. My wife and myself are very happy with how Mary's done. She's excelled beyond our thoughts that she would, and she cooks some wonderful meals at home, some great cookies and things like that, and we're very excited about the program.
That's awesome. It sounds like Culinary is a great spot to get some real-world experience. And next, we're actually going to head over to drafting. We are now in the drafting shop where I am joined by Jake Hyde and Steph Jones here. Jake, what is a typical day in shop for you guys like?
A typical day for us in shop is just basically designing a number of things. We do mechanical design here, and then we do architectural design, which is basically everything that has to do with buildings. That's where we are right now. And basically right now we're doing our custom homes, which is a big senior year project where we design a house from the ground up. And it's really fascinating because you kind of get to like sort of see from inside and out like your own vision. So that's really cool.
It sounds like you guys get really prepared for like life after high school, like entering college and things like that. Do you feel that you're pretty prepared?
I feel like I'm really prepared. A lot of us have had co-op opportunities. Like myself, I've worked at an architecture firm down the street, so I got a lot of exposure to real world stuff. And then as far as the education thing, there's a whole process of putting together your portfolio and your resume that really comes off as like really ready for whatever's out there waiting for us beyond this shop.
Sounds like you guys get pretty ready here for that, though. Also on my right, Steph Jones is rocking the red jacket like me, Skills USA. How does Skills play into the drafting shop?
Well, the things we learn here go into our Competitions for Skills, which is an organization that helps students get ready for their technical field. So the things that we learn in here go into what we do at Skills, and it completely relates.
So a lot of students do compete at Skills. Which students get to go? How do you decide?
Well, we have a test that we take every year in shop, and if all the kids take the test, there's 2 categories, which is mechanical and architectural. So 4 kids go for mechanical and 4 kids go for architectural, and then whoever does the best on the test gets to go.
Sounds like you guys have a lot of awesome opportunities here. Next, we're going to head over to the electronics shop.
To make it have it built and actually in her house. She has a space for it, and she just measured it, and she's gonna have cabinets on it, shelving, and there's some shading on there. We actually put it by hand, and it's used to make
Okay.
Ready?
We are here in electronics with Kim, and Kim, this is your own shop, right?
Yeah,
So
finally we've made it to my home, electronics. In here we work with electronics really. We build circuit boards from the ground up. Right now, seniors are working with something called Arduino, these chips that you program yourself in the computer, and we program to do a number of projects. Right now, I have one set up right behind me that's pretty cool. It's a keyboard hooked up to the computer, so basically I can touch this box back here and hit any one of these, and it'll work like a computer, or a keyboard, I mean.
what are some of the other projects? What are some of these other equipment that you have here available to you as a student?
We have a lot of cool things like a milling machine that makes circuit boards. We use a program called TracksMaker, so we can design the boards ourselves on our laptops. Then we mill it out and we can solder it all together ourselves. We also have a 3D printer, which is pretty cool. Later this year, we're supposed to be getting a 3D scanning gun, so we can scan an item, kind of feed into the computer, and the printer will print a model of it.
That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Great, thank you. And that's it from electronics. We're here to wrap up Open House 2013 here at South Shore Vocational Technical High School. We are very pleased to be joined by Mr. Tom Hickey, Superintendent, and some thoughts.
Mike, I thought tonight was fantastic. We had a great crowd, and the most important part tonight is that prospective students from grades 7 and 8 got to talk to the kids and the teachers in the shops, and I think we accomplished that.
Great. You're pleased with the crowd we saw tonight?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Great.
All night.
Great, thank you. Kim, some thoughts from your perspective?
As a senior here, and I've been to every single open house that has happened while I've been at the school, I think it was definitely the biggest crowd I've seen. There's a lot of people, a lot of really outgoing people too, very interested in the school, and I love talking to them. It's great.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions regarding what you've seen here tonight, please feel free to give us the school a call. We'd be happy to talk to you in the guidance and admissions office. We look forward to seeing you, and thank you very much for joining us tonight.